Latocha Scott of Escape has admitted, confessed, lied, and said that she and her husband, Rocky Bivens, is in an open relationship. Not an open marriage, open relationship. You know what? I feel sorry for her. I feel sorry for her because she is, in fact, the perfect example of the naked wife. She's a perfect example of the naked wife because husbands should cover their wives. Husbands should protect their wives. And Rocky is out here, and all these mistresses are coming out, and he was like, I ain't cheating, he ain't lying. She mad at the side chick, but now that Tamika released the receipts, all of a sudden, we's in an open relationship. I'm gonna let y'all hear this little video. Then I'm gonna read two stories from the naked wife that is covering him and nurse or purse. Because ladies, you need to realize that some men will attach themselves to you because they want you to cover them. They know you will cover them, or they want a nurse and a purse. And this is Rocky because everybody's talking about how Latocha was the big girl, didn't nobody want her. And Rocky came and loved her and married her and took care of her with her money. And so now she feels the need to fall on her sword. There is no way a husband should allow his wife to fall on her sword to cover him. But you know what? That's because she's the naked wife. Okay, I'm wearing my church hat today. Y'all want me to respond to her whole interview? My church hat, I can't do it, y'all. The church hat is holy unto the Lord. Be sure to subscribe, thumbs up. I want to thank you for your love and support. Those of you been rocking with me, hanging in there. We're on our way to our 20,000. Lord, it's been a minute, and everybody's talking about how YouTube is suppressing Black YouTubers. But to God be the glory, we're finally on the move to our 20,000. I love you. I thank you. Be sure to subscribe. Come on back later. I'm going to try to do Love is Blind Live, episode 6 and 7. I absolutely adore you. Let's see what Sister Latocha has to say.
To all those people that are out there who are judging me because of my relationship with my husband. We have been married for 28 years. I have been with this man for 28 years through the highs and lows. I've been at my worst. I've been depressed. I've been wanting to take myself out of here. He was the only one that stood by my side. And I'm not saying this to make it seem like, oh, he's everything, but he's everything to me and my family. He's everything to me and our son. And do we have problems? Are we perfect? No, we're not. Is he perfect? No, he's not. Am I perfect? I'm not perfect. I'm very much aware of the allegations that are happening about him. I see everything. As a wife, you see everything. But with our relationship, some people keep the fact that they have an open relationship quiet. They want to keep it private. But we have that. And for us to be judged or whatever by the things that people are saying, y'all keep judging, y'all keep living, y'all got marriages. Everybody ain't gonna always be true. Things happen. At the end of the day, do I stand beside my husband? I know. Y'all think I don't know. I know everything. Everything. I'm not oblivious to things. My husband and I, what y'all don't understand, we do have an open relationship. We have spoken about things. That is my private business. But because I'm sharing my heart with y'all, I'm letting y'all know, please stop it. I can't even think about the things that are going on now because I'm being attacked everywhere I go. I'm being attacked. I go to the radio stations. I'm being attacked. I go to this place. I'm being attacked. I'm being attacked because I said I wanted to do a gospel project, a gospel. I want to sing to the Lord. And every other minute I'm being attacked. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to say. My sister, that's my family. My husband, that's my family. And I can't even get through the things that I got to get through because y'all attacking me. How do y'all think that? How do y'all even know that I'm strong enough to take all of the stuff that I'm taking? I feel like I'm by myself. That I am alone. And nobody wants to feel like that. Nobody. I just wanted to sing. That's it. And me wanting to sing has caused so much controversy. so many allegations. And I'm like, where's all this stuff coming from? And I know that the enemy is busy.
I left my wife 10 days after.
Okay, y'all. So you heard her say she and her husband is in an open relationship, and she's being attacked because she want to sing gospel. She just want to sing to the Lord. Them two don't go together. Those two do not go together. I don't understand, but we know it's not true. We know, Latocha, that you're not in an open marriage. Your husband is in an open relationship. And instead of him falling on his sword, he wants you to fall on his sword, your sword for him. And this is why the Lord said, my daddy said, don't you love a man more than he loves you? Because when you love a man more than he loves you, ladies, this is what you will do. So from my book, The Naked Wife, there's a story in here talking about covering him. It says, my husband was supposed to, let me expand this. This is The Naked Wife. My husband was supposed to be my covering, but apparently I was the one covering him. We were sitting in the counselor's office and he was asking him questions. I kept answering for him and making excuses for him. The counselor turned to me and asked why I continued to make excuses for him. He scolded me that my husband acts the way he does because I kept making excuses for him. He doesn't help around the house because he is tired. He doesn't pick up the phone and communicate because he is busy. Everything I was complaining to the counselor about, I was making excuses for him. Instead of him covering and protecting me, I was the one doing the covering and protecting because I had allowed him not to take a responsibility for his actions. And he was comfortable with me making excuses for him and covering him. We were college sweethearts, and I grew up and mature, but he was still the 19-year-old boy I had met in college 13 years later, and he was still that teenager for whom, even though we were at the same age, I was going to his professors to beg them not to fail him. I guess I had just taken over where his mother left off. And sadly, this is the story of many women. This is the story of many women. This one, I'm not going to read it all. It's called Nurse or Purse. My father was a man who had a presence. When he walked into the room, his presence commanded attention. God rest his soul. And when I met my husband, he reminded me of my dad. You've heard the saying, all little girls want to marry a man like their father. That was true for me, but I lost my dad to cancer when I was 16 years old. It broke my heart. I was devastated for years. I dated here and there and through college, but I was mainly busy with the family business. Neither mama nor my brother had a knack for it, but because I love my daddy so much, I kept it going. It was successful until we decided to sell and made a lovely profit. Met my husband at a dinner party at a family friend's house. When he walked into the room, his presence commanded attention. He reminded me of my dad, only shorter. We chit-chatted the whole evening and exchanged contact information. Later, we had dinner at the cutest little tavern on the water. I introduced him to Mama, and she said, baby, be careful. In Australia, we have a saying that a man that is looking for a purse or a nurse. Let me read that again. I introduced him to Mama, and she said, baby, be careful. In Australia, we have a saying that a man like that is looking for a nurse, for a purse, or a nurse. Nonsense, Mama. He already has his own money and seemed to be healthy and energetic. Plus, you have taught me to never date or marry a poor man. 6 months later, we were married. I must admit, it was a bit rushed. Our issues began on our wedding night. itself. He was just huffing and puffing and sounded as if he was going to have a heart attack. I was afraid I was going to kill that poor man. He pooped all night, stayed in the bathroom all night. Can you imagine? Let me go back here. He was huffing and puffing, sounded as if I was going to kill him, have a heart attack. He was afraid. I was afraid I was going to kill that poor man. He pooped all night, stayed in the bathroom for hours at a time, ran to the bathroom all the time. I was grossed out that I couldn't remain in the same room with him. I saw what my mom was talking about. This man was looking for a nurse to take care of him and clean up his pee and poop. Gross. Mm, mm, mm. When we were out and about, he was the nicest guy, very attentive, and everything a young woman would want in a man. But that is the problem. I am a young woman, and he is an old man. I am in my 30s and not prepared to take care of a man that is in his 50s. Sorry. I want to enjoy who I'm with, not be concerned if he's going to poop on me while I sleep, not having to clean up his poop and pee because he couldn't get to the bathroom quick enough. I want to be able to have sex and have good sex for hours at a time. I want to be able to run around naked and enjoy my mate. I had a friend that said that in her country they had a saying, old men have worms, but we are young ladies. It's true. I realized that my mom was right. I am not ready for the responsibility of an older man. Mom also said I have daddy issues. So you see there, ladies, men will try to attach themselves to you for reasons. Either they want a nurse or a purse. And obviously Rocky saw a purse when he saw Latocha. And ladies, if you are getting married and you have to keep on covering him and making excuses for him, please don't marry him. You will end up being the Naked Wife. And if you haven't read The Naked Wife, it's available on Amazon. It's on sale. So go ahead and check that out. And remember to leave a glowing 5-star review for me. But I just want to encourage, especially the ladies that's dating for marriage, make sure he is willing to fall on his sword for you. First of all, make sure he's not going to be hoeing around and carrying on. Like on Tasha K's interview, the lady said, Rocky said they've been married for 28 years and that's marriage is just a piece of paper to him. Marriage is just a piece of paper. The devil is a lie. Ladies, make sure you're not marrying a man who believes that marriage is a piece of paper. I absolutely love you. I adore you. Love you, love you, love you. Let me know what you think in the comments. Today's Palm Sunday. I'm going to church. We're going to church. Let me know if you're going to church. Thank you. Talk to you later. Bye.